I like that there are lily pads on the ground with the carpet. Oh, this is neat. This cobbled together plaque with the 2 little shrines. Perfectly placed, so there's some like translucence here. And the alligator skull sunk in. I love that. Oh, and the leaves on the wall.
Yeah, I like how they turned them upside down and used them like that.
Mm-hmm. I never would have thought of that.
I dig the terrarium.
Yes, I've been saving that for last on purpose. We've got some games. I do love the cobbled together benches with the stone behind to hide the bottom of the bench. Really well done. Oh, look at this! The lighting! A candle with an upside down common cup. What'd you use for the ropes, Emily?
Are they the orc buckets? Yeah.
Maybe. Gotcha. Turn the orc buckets upside down. Oh, wow.
That's honestly so genius. Those look awesome.
They do.
I like how our group is just Templar healers.
All right, and of course the terrarium, which I've been saving for last. These are the Eleanor display cases with a couple of the gears to make it look like doors. I love it.
Emily, have you thought about putting a little light in there just to make it a little easier to see?
And a grave stake. So many good uses of these.
Oh. There you go.
What's that?
She added a light.
Oh, nice. Let there be light. All right. I love the tentacle things where you just see the tips of them and all these good uses of the skulls from the Argonian. Oops. Let me just
I like the
roll
little
dodge.
turtle down in there.
Yeah. And we have some sort of filter or something made out of the barrel and pipes over here. All right, so there's a story to this house that I'm supposed to read. So give me a moment. I have to click off of my streaming software really quick. Okay, so here's the story. Once upon a time, an Argonian that didn't fit in, born in Shadowfen and felt out of place. She tried her life in Murkmire, but it didn't work either. It's always too wet, too hot, never considered herself a warrior, and never felt the connection to the Hist like everyone else when she came out of her egg. She never liked the round houses made of clay, so she decided to try her life in Glenumbra, against common sense. There she met a famous architect that she fell in love with, broke her heart, and crushed her dreams. So she decided to get revenge, become better than him in something he loved, his job. From revenge came love. She discovered a true passion for decoration, art, and landscaping. She let go of her own shame for her origins and decided to specialize in Argonian architecture, then bringing a little piece of home to every Argonian who, like her, decided to fight, not on battlefields, but trying to make a living out of the swamp. She was discovering a list of things she liked, among them gambling, board games, and playing cards. Her first job decorating a place was this game room she bought with her first money earned at work for at work, or gambling, you'll never know. So, dear visitor, this is the game room of Kuka, the Argonian architect.
Well done, Kuka.
Love this story. And it is absolutely beautiful. I think The Sweetest Revenge is success, and I think this worked. You would never guess this was a Breton home. Very well done, Emily. All right, is it Foxy's turn? Oh, but all the credits go to Swankery and his genius mind. All architects get their inspiration from somewhere, right, Emily?
I feel like we should check out Swinkeries after if you haven't seen a Swinkery.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. I'm having issues.
Gambling, board games, and grubs. What could go wrong?
Is Swinkery the architect that you were in competition with, Emily?
Maybe Swankery was the love that broke her heart. Yes, you need snacks. That's for sure. Okay, I'm going to catch up a little bit on chat. I kind of ignored so that we could get through this. Let's see. You guys try to compare how old you are with your Leroy Jenkins commentary. Okay, we're headed to Foxy Yuki's ample domicile. We have a little wolf den. Foxy made this a multi-story.
Foxy did a cave for us before, didn't you?
I think so, yeah. I'm kind of obsessed with making caves.
Very well done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Made a cave balcony. That's awesome. Makes me want to try to do a cave. I feel like it would be difficult.
It's an
It's honestly
interesting little
like
try.
not super hard because a lot of the rocks that you buy for the cave making are like pretty cheap from the vendors around around the world. Plus, like the last house, I like being able to see if you can make a house not look like it's that house. Like that last house did a fantastic job at that.
Is this one's grave in particular?
Say that one more time.
Is the grave for someone in particular?
Yeah, it was from one of the stories that we did. It was one of their parents.
Aw. This fencing here, that's original from the house, right? And then you just kind of threw the
Yep.
rock in real close.
Yeah.
Little art workshop area.
Little pottery.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the little sitting area in the tree. That's really neat. Is that like an upside down stump that's the base of it?
Yep.
Oh, and a waterfall.
I think that's the difficult thing about making caves is that not all the rocks match all the time.
Yeah. I like the swing. I never would have thought to use the, oh, what's it even called?
It's a barrel rack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say keg stand. Whoops.
I know, I always think of them holding kegs too, so that's why I was struggling with the name. Kind of my own weird way of determining if I really like a build or if I'm really impressed by it is if they come up with stuff that I never would have thought of. And so you guys have both done that today. I like hooking this piece of pottery up inside the bookshelf. That's cool too. And adding the fire underneath like a kiln.
Is this house oval shaped? Seems
Yeah, it's pretty oval.
okay.
I like the kebabs in the brazier here. It's awesome. Okay, something I am personally really horrible at is even coming up with what other racial furniture should go into a build. Like I do an Argonian build and I'm only really looking at Argonian furniture. And I know I should be looking at other stuff, but for the most part, unless I really can't find the Argonian counterpart, I'm really bad about integrating other stuff in.
I feel that. I feel like a lot of this stuff definitely doesn't look Argonian in the house, but then the last house was like everything Argonian. Like it looked great.
Oh, this looks great too. I just, like, I never would have thought of putting the Redguard couch or the sofa here, but I mean, the colors work just fine, and it's,
It's like it kind of matches the curtains, but
Mhm.
it definitely doesn't look Argonian.
yeah, that bench doesn't quite work right, does it?
I guess not. Got someone tenderizing the fish in the background.
Oh, I love it.
Funny because on my screen we look fine.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The other hard thing about this is that the floor is super uneven in all of the areas.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
I had that problem too.
I've tried to put a rug in here before.
Dutch Totoro is tenderizing your fish for you.
Fantastic. I just realized that I should have put something underneath that walkway too. I didn't even think about that.
I'm a little scared with all the fire in here, considering how flammable this house is.
Magic is a thing. We'll just go with that.
I love the Rothgar rug too. It fits really well. Very well done, Foxy.
Thank you.
I'm a little concerned about this fish over here, though. It's gonna be minced before he's done.
There's gonna be scales stuck into the woven tables.
Nice. And these hanging bottle lights are some of my favorite in the whole game.
Oh yeah, I love them. They're very popular. I feel like they get used a lot.
Well, I tell people, especially little aside, when we're talking about trading, I talk about if you're going to deal with furniture or furniture patterns, when you're thinking about buying patterns to make furniture, keep in mind some of these things that work in any build. I mentioned before that I struggle putting Redguard stuff in an Argonian build, but some things like these lights here and these bottle lights, they're not specifically Argonian. You could use them anywhere. And so that's going to make them more popular for people to buy them.
I was very excited when I got this pattern.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the Redguard sofas get used a lot too because like, there aren't very many comfy looking sofas in the game.
True.
Yeah,
they look
totally
they're
agree.
comfy and
Pillows.
colorful. Yeah. And there's not that many pillows in the game. So yeah, absolutely right. And like the wind chimes, they look a little more Argonian, but they're the only wind chimes besides the bone chimes.
I feel like that's one of the items that like you have to use in every house just because it adds like that sound to it when you
It's
hear them.
got some sound, it's got some movement, it's got a little bit of color. I do wish the colors were a tiny bit better. That's my own personal preference. Yeah, this bench is cracking me up. I know it looks fine on your screen, but it's cracking me up on mine.
We'll just call it a feature.
That's too funny.
I think one of my other complaints is that shelving right there that you're looking at, Span, is I feel like it needs to be a little wider.
Yeah, it's
so
hard to
that
put
you can
anything
fit
on
more
there.
items. Yeah.
I was going to ask if her scene had any, if it was just something pretty to put on the shelf or if it has some meaning in this build.
The person that was using the house was an Argonian, but like a Hercene follower, so it was kind of like a different outtake on going away from the Hist.
Okay.
Is
Nice.
this one of your characters, or like is this one of your tunes, or is it a character you made up?
Yep, this is one of my tunes.
Okay. I do that too. I make houses for my tunes.
I know, I have such a hard time not doing that. As soon as I make a new tune, I'm like, what kind of house would they have? What would it look like? I have I made an orc recently and I'm decorating their house, but they were a part of the Ebonheart Pact, so now I'm making it look like half orc, half Ebonheart Pact.
All right, so this is Mel's house in Humblemud.
Ooh. Oh, that's just a genius idea, hanging the fish with the seaweed.
It is genius. Oh, it's got such a short little tie too. I feel like everything that hangs in this game has a different length rope. And not close different, like significantly different. Not even familiar with this one, Mel. This banner?
It's an achievement furnishing.
Oh, okay.
I like the use of all the different eggs.
Oh, I like adding the lettuce to the cabbage basket to give it a little more
Yeah.
texture.
Oh.
So it's not so flat looking.
Yeah. I don't use those things very often because of that, but I love it. It works really well. The dutiful guar is one of the best antiquities.
And it's one that I only have one of.
Oh, really?
In a special spot, yeah.
Oh, we've got a couple phantom guars.
Yeah.
Oh, they each have their own little pillows. That is so cute.
I love the little bantam wars.
Oh, you definitely know they're spoiled.
know.
Oh my god, the boat. Oh, that's genius.
What?
Holy cow.
What did I miss?
love that. Just a little boat.
Oh, the boat bed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
gotcha.
awesome. That's so cool.
It is.
Man, that is so cool. I might take that idea, if you don't mind.
It's got some really good elements to it, Mel. And of course, the frog collar just makes it. That's right, we got a courtyard too, don't we? I always forget about the courtyard in Humblemud. Oh, he's a cute little guar. Look at him.
Sleeping with his turtle doll.
Oh, he's got a turtle doll.
This one might be the most spoiled guar.
I love how you use the shaping of the platform above to build their little corral. That's really cool.
Yeah. The fences seem to work perfectly between the legs, too. And the little garden.
Oh.
Oh, I like the vines to make the pumpkin patch look more interesting. We have carrots and radishes, beets, lettuce. And of course, the immovable guardian. Just my favorite in like the whole game, I think. That quest is just hilarious. More pottery.
Should put the title on. My Mark Meyer prepper. I did so many of those quests and got all of these pots. So-
Yep.
I like how you put the little statues in the book shelving too. That looks nice.
Because you got those from the same quest.
Uh-huh.
What's this is that just a brazier tucked inside the kiln?
Uh-huh.
Nice. And then it's the little stool that's propping up the pottery wheel. Oh, it's a chair, and you can. I didn't even notice that underneath. Aha, I see it now. Okay. It blends well. I didn't even notice it.
Now all she needs to do is fill the pottery with grubs and worms and make a wholesale. She could be rich between pottery and grubs.
Well, what a great way to store all your pottery that you got from that quest. So those are our 3 entries into the Argonian housing contest. Mel, when are the deadlines for voting?
Okay. 1, I need to put up the survey. Forgot to do that. And then voting will end on Saturday.
The voting ends on Saturday.
Mhm.